At this point of the season, you can really start, Richard, to feel teams kicking into gear.
Oh, this is about the time when things seem to get rolling. I know I wasn't necessarily a ready out the gate type player. It takes some games to get into your groove.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Terrence Mann is out there with Demon. And it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Demon. Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Now Christie. Back to Williams. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Demon. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And it's Williams with the ball for Dallas. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with it.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside Porter. Here's Demon. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Clowney. 4 on the clock. They set the pick. It's up a 3. Here's Demon. Down low. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Washington. Outside, Davis. Over in the corner, Washington. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside, Porter. Back to Mann. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Demon. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. From outside the arc. Got a piece of it.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. And after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. Pass to Davis. Shot from 12. Clowney pulls it in.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
Spins. Here's Mann. Scores off the spin.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
Now Flag. Washington sets the pick for Flag. Here's Davis. That shot off. Good defense by Claxton. It's the Demon. Inside, here's Mann, and he banks in the layup. Mann's got his second bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Williams kicks to Washington. Now, Mann. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Davis. Claxton the pass to Porter. Now, Mann. 6 to shoot. Fires high post. Again, the Nets for 2.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Pass to Washington. The three. Cranes the three-pointer. Washington's got 8.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Here's Demon. And the layup is good. He's got 6.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Pass to Christie. Here's Flag. Guarded by Porter. Davis with a screen on Porter. To the middle. And it's Davis with the jam.
And let's not forget about his athleticism, dominant above the rim. Davis knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Now here's Porter. Still yet to score. Here's Claxton. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Man. Now Claxton can't cash in from close range.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Outside Porter. Here's Demon. He's guarded by Williams. There's the pick. Pass to Clowney. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Davis. Claxton with the steal. Nets passing it around. Outside Porter. On the wing, Man. Defended by Christie. Man passes to Porter. 5 on the clock. Here's Demon. Over Williams. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Washington. Now Flag. Washington with the screen on Porter. Now Washington. One-on-one here. Now Claxton nails the baby hook. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
You gotta have great confidence to take that shot. Flag doesn't lack any.
Man with it. 6 points for him. Outside Porter. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Flag. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Outside Porter. Pass to Man. Here's Demon. He's guarded by Williams. To the paint. It's tipped. To the inside. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Williams. 6 points for Davis.
This is where you want AD to get his shots. That's almost automatic.
Outside Porter. Here's Demon. Down low. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Plays it in off the breakaway. Williams has got his second basket.
Oh, and on the defensive end, using his fine defensive instincts, Davis is just able to make a smooth little steal.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they've done well in taking advantage of some blatant defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The Nets shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marshall, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Klay Thompson comes in for Max Christie. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Williams. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Williams is checked in. And so here is Dallas. They trail by 1. And here's Russell. And they get some nice contribute. Connects again from distance.
And would you believe he's nearing 4th place for most three-pointers of all time?
I cannot believe it. Not only does he have the talent, but he never stops working on his shot. This guy is something else. It's the Nets now after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams' shot is off. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Mavericks. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Count the basket. Porter's got 5 now.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Got a piece of it. Claxton with the steal. To the middle. Here's Clowney. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clowney's got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here is Russell. He has yet to score. Here's Thompson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Thompson's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
We all know Klay can hit this. His accuracy from the mid-range is a reliable option, to say the least.
Man with it. He's guarded by Russell. To the paint. It's tipped. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
I'm not sure we've seen someone like AD before. Super long, skilled, athletic. He's just a unique talent.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And Davis remains a dominant presence on both ends of the floor.
Hardy, he's checked in for flag. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Here's Martin. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Wolf. Williams, a screen on Russell. Martin finds Williams. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender, poor guy.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Dallas making a switch here. That one falls for Williams. Wilson against Thompson. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got his third bucket of the night. P.J. Washington has been leading the charge for the Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Tyre Williams out there with Martin. Then it's Sharp, and it's Wilson in at the small forward position. The Mavericks leading to the right side. Thompson passes to Hardy. Rebound by Williams.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Wilson kicks to Martin. Outside Williams. Pass to Wolf. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Williams. From deep. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Marshall with it. He's against Williams. Outside Russell. Shoots the three. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Martin. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Wolf. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Sharp sets the pick for Williams. Lets the three fly. A putback. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Back to Thompson. Pass to Marshall. Al Russell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Martin. Outside Williams. And here's Sharp. Sharp with a screen on Thompson. Wilson kicks to Williams. Carries it from three-point range. Williams has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Nets.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And the Mavericks with some changes. Davis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Max Christie comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Williams in for Hardy. And then for Brooklyn, Clowney's checked in, and Porter subbed in for Wilson. Williams up on top. He's guarded by Williams. Williams a screen on Porter. Christie against Porter. Shot clock at 6. Davis with a screen on Williams. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 7. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
Outside, Davis. Marshall sets a screen for Russell. Pass to Christie. Now here is Davis. From about 19 feet, it's hauled in by Michael Porter. Here's Demon. Up top, Sharp. He's guarded by Davis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Demon. 6 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. Christie with the rebound.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
Now here's Williams. A 20-point game for him in the win against Houston. Davis down low. Defended by Sharp and finished off by Davis.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Outside Williams. Porter in the corner. Pass to Clowney. Back to Porter. Williams against Williams. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Williams.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Also looking it over. Now Davis. Defended by Sharp. Outside, Davis. Rebounded by the Nets. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
And that seems about right. Last season was one that both teams would like to forget. They get beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
Pass to Marshall. Back to Christie. Marshall sets a screen for Christie. Back to Marshall. Here's Williams. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from Williams. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against New Orleans. Pass to Sharp. And here is Williams. He's guarded by Williams. Now Sharp. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans. Here's Clowney. Now here's Porter, defended by Christie. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Demon. He's guarded by Russell. Inside. That's good from Marshall on the assist from Williams. Marshall's got his first 2 points of the night.
What I want to know is where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Washington, he's checked in for Dallas. Clyde comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Mann subbed in for Williams. Here's man, defended by Christie. Man with it. He had 10 points in the win against New Orleans. Now, here's Washington. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. And Davis throws it down.
A premier player in this league, Davis, with another huge night, showing why he is an NBA champion.
To the wing right side. Pass to man. Here's Demon. He's guarded by Williams. The kick out to Porter. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Dallas leading by 6. Davis, the pass to Christie. Outside Williams. Pass to Davis. Now Washington lets it go with a 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Washington's got 11 points.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Deming. He has 6. Here's Clowney. And they get it. Pass to Deming. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Up top, Christie. Claxton covering. Back to Christie. Now Davis. Outside Williams. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 12. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. We've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at Christie. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And, Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better. And that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
Pass to Flag. Williams, a screen on Porter. Here's Flag. Oh, good on the triple. Nets trail by 9. And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, that's not easy to come by.
Man with it, defended by Christie. He gets it in there. Clowney's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Now here's Davis. A 29-point game for him in the win against Houston.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
It's hauled in by Claxton.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for D'Angelo Russell.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Marshall, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Here's Demon. 6 points for him. Pass to Porter. The Mavericks pull it in.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Davis using his size.
This is what Davis does, people. He has a wide variety of ways to score. Very few bigs can handle like that.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. The tray hangs home the trifecta. Demon's got 9.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Now flag. And here is Davis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Team foul. At the line for Dallas.
What's up?
Anthony Davis. 1 shot.
$19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Demon. 9 points in the game so far. Now, man, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so that's the end of the first half. It's Dallas leading by 9. We're back after this from American Airlines Center.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for that matchup with the Jazz, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they gotta avoid mental errors.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case, yeah,
Maybe.
yes.
It took you too long.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Nets.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Perimeter D, apparently not their strong suit. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Nets trail by 9. They've got flag. P.J. Washington is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Williams. And it's Crystal in a 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Clowney. Clock at 6. Porter looking it over. No good there off the double clutch. Mavericks leading by 9. Over to the left wing. And a wide open look for Flag. A three-pointer is right on target. Flag's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Mavs. Pass to Clowney. It's stolen by Davis. And finished off by Davis.
In case you haven't been watching his entire career, it is tough to contain Davis when he is on a roll. He's got a physicality and an expansive all-around skill set.
Here's Demon. Here's Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Nets have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Normally, he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Williams passes to Davis. And the 3 off target. Nets trailed by 14. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Porter passes to Claxton. Christie against Porter. Back to Claxton. Over Christie. A rebound by Washington.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Williams kicks to Washington. Dallas moving it around. Here's Davis. Good defense by Claxton. Nets shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. The Mavericks 4th.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, if I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision. I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Back to you.
He can do both. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Claxton. Here's Clowney. Man with it. He has 6. Trying to get something going. And the Nets miss again.
And that was a little bit of a rage check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Now here's Davis. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Pass to Porter. Here's Man. Now Claxton. He's guarded by Davis.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Now Flag. Davis setting the pick for Flag. Now here's Washington. Here's Flag. 5 points in the game. Now Man. Pass to Demon. Taken away by Williams. Down low. Davis inside. Claxton's there. Davis finds Christie. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And looking at some numbers for Porter, this last month he's been positively spectacular. He's putting up 29 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Here's Demon. He's got 9. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Man's got 8 points.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference. And it's Williams with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Over the course of AD's career, he's made a concerted effort to draw fouls, and we've seen that free throw attempt number skyrocket.
And that one falls for Davis. Good on both. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
5 to shoot. Here's Man. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Williams. Washington sets the pick for Williams to the middle. That's tipped. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 13 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Mann. He's got 8. Down low. And they're pushing it up. Here's Christie. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Free throw good. Christie. Wilson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Nets trail by 18. Pass to Porter. Back to Wilson. Shot clock at 6. Outside Porter. Here's Demon. From outside, off the mark. Here are the Mavericks. They're on an 11-2 run. Outside Williams. High post, Davis. Porter's there. Here's Washington. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's Demon. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Porter. Pass to Wilson. To the paint. Here's Clowney. Doesn't go for him. Davis with some nice D. Dallas leading by 20. In the corner, it's flagged. And here is Washington. He's got 15. Left side, Davis. Pulls up on the wing. The shot misses. Nets trail by 20. Pass to Mann. Here's Demon. Inside. Stolen by Washington. Left side, Davis. Here's Demon. Here's Clowney. He's guarded by Davis. Mann with it. 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Demon. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Christie. Defended by Mann. Outside Williams. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Williams has got 12.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Najee Marshall in for P.J. Washington. And the Nets also making a change. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Wilson up top. No scoring in this one. Right wing. Here's Demon. Over Williams. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 15-4 run. Marshall sets a screen for Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Flag. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight. Into the lane. And stolen by Christie. Williams for 3. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Demon. Back to Wilson. Now Man over Christie. Man can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Flag. Back to Williams. Now with the screen. That's tipped. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Thompson comes in for Flag. Hardy, he's checked in for Max Christie. And it's Russell in for Williams. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Sean. Hasn't made one yet. Porter against Thompson. Clock at 4. Porter passes to Martin. Outside Williams. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Sharp. No good that time. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardy passes to Marshall. To end the drought. 2 points. That one goes. Marshall's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here is Martin to the inside. Here's Sharp. Ball's knocked loose. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Sharp drops them both. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. It's Davis on the wing. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Williams passes to Martin. Back to Williams. There's the triple. Knocks down the three ball. Williams has got 11. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So for Brooklyn now, Martin is out there with Williams. Then it's Porter. Then it's Sharp. And it's Wolf in at the four slot. Nets trail by 17. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Williams dishes to Martin. Pass to Wolf. Just 5 on the clock. It's Porter outside. And the Nets another three.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Outside, Russell. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Porter. Thompson passes to Hardy. Russell with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 17. Russell against Martin. Pass to Wolf. It's deflected. Outside, Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And here is Davis. Thompson outside. Down low. Here's Marshall. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Sharp. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Porter kicks to Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. For three. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. To the middle. Sharp against Davis. Pass to Martin. Now, here's Sharp. Williams attacking. Here's Wolf. Marshall defending. Wolf, no good. Mavericks leading by 17. It's Davis on the wing. Outside, Porter. And the corner, it's Martin. Back to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Offline with his three. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Dallas. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. On the wing, Williams. Fires the three. And the three ball is good. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, here is Russell. Washington with the screen on Martin. Russell finds Thompson. Fires for three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Martin, the pass to Wolf, to the paint, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Thompson with the bucket.
This is something that Clay works on all the time, even though he is already elite at it. He readies himself to fire once he catches that ball.
Martin with a screen on Thompson. Williams passes to Wolf. Back to Williams. Launches it. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Here's Claxton. Pass to Wolf. Puts up a deep 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Russell. Thompson, high post. He's against Williams. Thompson with the bucket.
One of the purest shooters you'll ever see. Thompson's form impeccable.
Inside. Williams can't hit. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Outside, Davis. Russell passes to Davis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Davis has got 24.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Claxton. Right side, Porter. Outside, Martin. And stolen by Russell. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. Brooklyn's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Time now to present our player of the game, Anthony Davis.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive, and boy, did he make them pay.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now Porter. Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, C.J. McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I was.
Now here's Davis. To the paint. It's tipped. They're running. Here's Demon. No good again that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Williams, a screen on Porter. Flag with it. Porter's there. And that one's good. Flag.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Williams. To the inside. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here is Porter. Here's Clowney. Back to Porter. Pass to Demon. Shot clock at 5. Here is Porter. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Williams looking around. Here's Davis. That one doesn't go. Good defense by Claxton. Outside Porter. And here we go. Fast break. Flag's got it. Pass to Williams. Now here is Davis. Flag with it. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Demon. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Here's Christie. After the basket by Brooklyn. Dallas moving it around. Outside Porter. 1:56 left here in the 4th quarter. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Washington. Back to Williams. Washington sets the pick for Williams. 6 to shoot. Now Christie. Defended by Mann. Christie can't make it. Brooklyn's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Anthony Davis.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Here's Demon. And there's the foul. It'll go on Igor Demon. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. And here's Russell. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with AD, and tonight you guys seemed locked in. What was the key?
Well, we came out aggressive defensively and offensively, and against a team like that, you got to come out aggressive defensively first, and I think we did that through the whole 48.
Hey, great defense so often leads to great offense, and it worked tonight. Congrats on the win.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But first, let's reveal our play.
Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. Our game tonight featuring the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Dimon out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Flag. Outside Davis. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And the length is hard to contend with. Davis using all of it for the putback points there.
And after trading away a lot of their top veteran players, the Nets going young, Doris.
Well, they are, BA, and the rumor, though, says that they are looking to try to rebuild quickly. It's obviously a big market, New York City. And let's remember, free agency is a viable avenue to improve. And once they collect enough young assets, things can turn quickly.
Here's Williams, following the three by Brooklyn. Off target with the three.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Outside man. And he can't get that one. Christie with some nice D. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Porter. Pass to Clowney. For 3, Demon. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Flag. Washington outside. There's the drive. Clowney pulls it in.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Up top man. Pass to Demon.
Dallas foul. Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's man. Defended by Christie. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. For 3, Demon.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Here's Flag. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. And it's Williams off the drive. They still need this. Washington's shot is good.
Now, P.J. Washington's coaches and teammates always encourage him to be ready to rise and fire. Catch and shoot. Just lean into it.
Here's Clowney. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Pass to Claxton. They set the pick. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Washington. To the middle. Lays it up and in despite excellent defense. Washington's got 5 now.
Yeah, there's a level of physicality to the way P.J. Washington plays. You get him on the interior and look out, folks.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, while we have a second, let's take a look at the rookies leading the way in free throw percentage. Cooper Flag, 3rd.
A skill that works at every level, free throw shooting. And he's been comfortable even under the bright lights of the NBA.
Outside man. Pass to Demon. Back to man. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. 6 to shoot. Christie with a steal. To the inside. Here's Flag. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, most young players want to take threes. Flag is the rare wing who almost prefers to bang down low.
Here's Clowney. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Demon. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here he goes. And that one's good. Flag. As a team, when you're trying to construct your best lineups, what are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number 1. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense. Otherwise, it's just vulnerable.
Pass to Demon. Over Williams. Mavericks with a rebound.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
And here's Davis. Clowney pulls it in.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
And here's Man. No points yet. Porter, the pass to Man. They set the screen. And the layup falls.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
The Mavericks lead by 4. Pass to Christie. Now here's Davis. Outside, Williams. Now Christie. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. They get it again. Davis. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Davis against Claxton.
Dallas foul. Flag. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Man. Lays it up and banks it in.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 4. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Here's Dimon. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. On the wing, Porter. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
The Mavericks have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Williams, a screen on Porter. Washington outside. Right side, Davis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Nick Claxton.
You can't let Davis get established positioning inside. If he does, you have to foul him.
And he drops the first. Well, Doris, Kyrie still working his way back from the ACL tear. Some scoring for the Mavs to replace.
BA, there's no doubt about that. But when you look over the recent history, the last year specifically of this organization, what a whirlwind. You trade away a young superstar in Luka. The pieces you get back don't remain healthy, and you had some other injuries, and then you end up getting the #1 pick in the draft, the highly coveted Cooper Flag. I mean, what a whirlwind of a 12-month span.
Here's Dimon. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Right side, Porter. Pass to Dimon. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Williams passes to Davis. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Porter. To the left side wing. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Davis down low. He's guarded by Claxton. Davis can't hit.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Dimon. Back to Porter. Here's Clowney. Outside Porter. For 3, Dimon. Mavericks with a rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Mavericks leading down low. And Washington with the basket on the assist by Williams. Washington's got 7. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Dimon. Williams defending. Outside Porter. On the wing man. The shot. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside, Williams. Pass to Washington. Now Davis. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Claxton. Here's Dimon, defended by Christie. And here's Porter. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. .56 left to play in the first. Thompson outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
His contemporaries will say this. Klay Thompson's shooting stroke is as pure as it gets.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And he knocks down the first one. And by drafting Cooper Flagg, the Mavericks regaining some of the long-term upside they lost with the Luka trade, Doris.
And by every metric and evaluation, Cooper is ready to play and contribute right now. And obviously the hope down the line, he can take over the mantle of franchise player. Boy, you're trying to put Luka in the rear view now.
Both free throws good from Thompson.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Martin, the pass to Williams. Martin, a screen. Pass to Wolf. Back to Williams. Powell with a steal. A minute and a half left in the first quarter here. Outside Russell. And there's the screen. Inside. And there's a 3-second violation. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Najee Marshall. Nets trail by 4. Here's Wilson, currently averaging 5 points a game. The rebound by Klay Thompson. The Mavericks have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Pass to Russell. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Nets. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Here's Russell following the bucket by Brooklyn. Thompson outside. Pass to Marshall. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Martin, the pass to Wilson. Pass to Wolf. Takes one from 10 feet, and he knocks the jumper down. And it's a tie ball game. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
We've got Dwight Powell. Hardy is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Najee Marshall, and it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Williams. 9 points in his last outing. Pass to Wolf. There's the steal. Marshall outside. Outside Russell. To the paint. Stolen by Sharp. Here's Williams, and Williams punches it home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the bucket by Brooklyn. This shot by Hardy, no good. To the inside. Here's Wilson. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Marshall. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, pick and roll is a crucial aspect in the NBA. And Klay Thompson on time and on target.
The Nets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside, Williams. Martin a screen. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Dwight Powell.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Brooklyn shooting their initial free throws of the game here. First one falls for him. The 10th pick in 2021. Zaire Williams fits that mold everyone is looking for, Doris. The tall, rangy wing.
BA, I think you can obviously, the physical potential is there. As far as this guy's efficiency and decision-making, that's a work in progress, and the only way to get there is with repetition for Zaire.
And Williams drops them both. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or 2.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Now here's Russell. Yet to see a basket. Clock at 6. From the top of the key, Sharp grabs the miss. The Nets with a lead. Martin outside. Pass to Toure. There's a screen. And again, it's the Nets missing. Dallas shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Martin, the pass to Russell. Thompson outside. The 3, Hardy. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Traore, guarded by Russell. Outside, Williams. Pass to Martin. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Sharp. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Down low. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the defense has to be so worried about Clay getting his own shot. So in the pick and roll, it gives Thompson a chance to move it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, my game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy. Guys, back to you.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. All right, thank you, Allie. Here's Russell, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Out to the right wing. For 3, Hardy. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Hardy's got 6 points.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Group substitution here for Dallas. Davis, he's checked in for Martin. Washington comes in for Marshall. Christie's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Williams is subbed in for Hardy. And Brooklyn with possession here. Trailing by 2. Williams passes to Davis. Davis just merciless inside.
Oh, that's exactly the kind of physicality you want to see from Davis.
Pass to Clowney. Now Williams. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And here's Porter outside. Russell with the rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Up top, Davis. Five on the clock. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Claxton. And so Porter will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home.
Well, this is what you want your big to do. Set a quality screen and then be opportunistic on the catch.
Now here's Russell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Offensive board. Here's Christie. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Here's Dimon. Williams on the wing. They set a pick to the inside. Clowney. And that one is stuffed right through.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
Russell with the ball. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Washington up top. Christie passes to Washington. Williams looking around. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Dimon. Back to Porter. Christie with a steal. Davis down low, working on Claxton. Back to Davis. To the paint. Here's Russell. Davis against Claxton. And it's Davis finishing things off inside.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
Here's Dimon. On the wing, Porter launches it. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Williams finds Washington. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Well, athletic, long, P.J. Washington on the interior. Yeah, that's a pretty good bet.
Nets trail by 7. Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. Pass to Dimon. Here's Clowney. He's guarded by Washington. That one's good for 2. Clowney's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Flags checked in for Dallas. And the Nets also making a change. Man, he's checked in for Williams. Pass to Flag. Outside, Williams. Washington outside. Back to Williams. Here's Flag. 6 on the shot clock. Davis with a screen on Porter. Here's Flag. Claxton with a rebound. Nets trail by 5. Now man. He picked up 10 in his last game. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Terrence Mann, 1 shot.
Dallas has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Flag. Now Davis. He's guarded by Claxton. Davis misses.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Claxton passes to Porter. Here's Dimon. Williams defending. Dimon, that's good. Dimon's got 6 points. Here's Williams. His last outing, he had 20. Outside Christie. And here is Williams. Pass to Davis. Over Claxton. No good again that time. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Dimon. That's tipped and stolen by Williams. Outside Christie. Now here's Williams. Here's Davis. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It'll go on Michael Porter. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
First personal. Team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Anthony Davis. Shooting 1.
That free throw good from Davis.
And you watch AD out there. He's kind of a quiet guy, but Davis lets his game do the talking.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Dimon. Back to Claxton. 6 to shoot. Here's Dimon. Williams defending. Over to the wing. Back to Washington. High post Davis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Washington finds Williams. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Dimon. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Claxton passes to Porter. Here's Dimon. Over Williams. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Dallas leading by 3. To the inside. And Washington powers it through.
P.J. Washington is unafraid to mix it up on the interior, and that dunk, that was emphatic.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Here's Dimon. Williams defending. And it's blocked by Davis.
He is such an impactful defensive player. Davis's length and timing makes him a prime-time shot blocker.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot. One more time, a huge round of applause for our contestants.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. The Timberwolves will face off against the Warriors out in San Francisco. Start time 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Either team could come away with the W and win this one.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Mavericks.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
Which I suppose accounts for the low turnover total. Or that's just me. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Anthony Davis in this one.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Leading by 5. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Dimon out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Claxton in at center. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Nets making their last shot. Pass to Davis. And stolen by Claxton. Porter with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Porter the pass to Claxton. Here's Dimon. Outside Porter. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. one drops. He ties it up. Dallas shooting a solid 47%. Pass to Flag. Williams with the screen. Here's Flag. From the arc. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Dimon. Claxton, a screen on Williams. To the middle. For the lead. Claxton can't get it to go. The Mavericks on offense. Washington passes to Davis. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Here's Christie. Davis controls the rebound and the putback. Davis has got 15.
You know, the best thing about AD is he can contribute in every statistical category.
Here's Dimon. 9 points in the game. Pass to Porter. 3-pointer. Washington grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Flag. Washington a screen for 3. Clowney pulls it in.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Pass to Dimon. Porter looks it over. Here's Clowney. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Dimon. No luck on that one. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now Williams. Washington outside. Here's Davis. The rebound by Dimon.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
Outside man. Outside Porter. Pass to man. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And Washington with the basket on the assist by Flag. 13 points in the game. Nets trail by 4. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, Claxton finds Porter. Here's Dimon. There's a screen. Inside. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Flag. On the take. Banked it in off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
And just carving up the defense on the drive. Great to see Flag taking initiative on offense like this.
And here's Porter to get back on track. Pure from 3-point range. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Williams. He's scoreless. Outside Davis to the wing, right side. 5 to shoot. Here's Flag. Lets the 3 fly. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Dimon. Here's Clowney. Now here's Porter for the tie. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis is... And here is Williams. Back to Washington. Here's Flag. He has 6. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Dimon. He's got 9. Claxton finds Porter with the drive. And that one drops for him. Porter's got 12 points.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's take a quick look at the rookie leaderboards and see which young players had the best block numbers last month. Cooper Flagg third.
His defensive anticipation is just excellent. He changes as many shots as he swats.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 1. Outside Davis. Pass to Flagg. Washington outside. There's the 3. Nails it from 3. He's got 16.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
And here's Claxton. Check by Davis. Here's Porter. 4-3. Another miss by Porter.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Outside, Williams. On the wing, Davis. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Pass to Dimon. Now Porter. Here's Dimon. Now Washington. Outside, Williams. Here's Flagg. He has 6. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Outside man. Pass to Porter from deep. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Wilson's checked in. Nets trail by 5. It's picked off. Here's Flagg. He has 6. Pass to Williams. Washington a screen. Shot clock at 6. Williams passes to Washington. Some solid defense from Claxton. Outside man. Here's Dimon. Pass to Clowney. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. There's a screen. Here's Dimon. Williams defending. And it's Dimon missing. The Mavericks lead by 5. Here's Flagg. Outside. Williams. Here's Flagg. Tries to break his ice. Tries again. Marshall on the wing. Outside, Williams. Pass to Christie. There's the triple. The rebound by Dimon. Nets trail by 5. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Christie. Here's Flagg. Fires the 3. Lowry pulls it in.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Wilson. Pass to Dimon. Man with it. 9 points in the game. It's stolen by Washington.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Williams. Williams with the screen. And here's Flagg outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Flagg's got 5 points now in the quarter. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Klay Thompson.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Nets trail by 6. Williams passes to Martin. Williams a screen on Russell. It's Martin on the wing, guarded by Russell. Clock at 6. 11 feet out, and the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Marshall left side. Outside Russell. 1:14 left in the third quarter here. And you look at the shot pattern for D'Angelo Russell. Doris, lots of threes in there.
You're right, B.A. There are certain guys who believe in their ability to get hot from distance, and it can completely change the tenor of the game. That has been the story of D'Angelo's career.
And he can't get the first one.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
And he sinks the second. Here's Martin. Still no points. 1:06 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Porter. Launches a 3. Counted from distance.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Russell. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time momentum-swinging shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
Now here's Williams. He has 6.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Pass to Davis. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hardy. Top of the key jumper, no good.
The third quarter comes to a close. Dallas on top, leading by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got D'Angelo Russell. Najee Marshall is out there with Davis. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Hardy in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And it's good. 2 points. Martin's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Russell to pass to Thompson. Davis against Sharp. Oh, Davis, tough to handle inside.
Hard to defend that any better. Davis is just so talented and poised inside.
Williams passes to Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Martin against Russell. Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Russell a screen on Porter. Here's Thompson. Cashes in the first attempt of the game.
Klay Thompson's so adept at using the pick and roll to his advantage. Takes what the defense gives him.
And it's Williams off the drive. And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Raptors matchup, no question they'll be amped for that one, eager to prove themselves against a tough opponent.
First free throw is good. Good on both. The Mavericks lead by 5. Outside Russell. Here's Davis. Pass to Marshall. Let's go with a 3. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Martin the pass to Williams. Martin a screen. Here's Wolf. Outside Williams. Fires the 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. For Dallas, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Outside Davis. Russell to pass to Thompson. Now here's Davis. Guarded by Sharp. Outside for Russell. Clock at 4. Over Williams. The shot by Russell, no good.
Let's say he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Thompson against Martin. Pass to Porter. Left side Sharp. Over Russell. And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Williams.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
The Mavericks lead by 6. Russell to pass to Davis. He's off on that one. Good D by Sharp. Pass to Martin. Outside Porter. From downtown, sends it home from three-point land. Porter's got 16 in the second half.
He came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Washington's checked in for Hardy. Brooklyn also changing it up. Nick Claxton comes in for Sharp. Saraf comes in for Williams. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Russell. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. On the wing, Davis. He's guarded by Claxton. Davis misses. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Martin. Outside for Porter. Here's Saraf. The baseline, Jay. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
It's Washington, high post. Outside Russell. On the wing, Davis. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Saraf. Porter with a screen on Russell. Pass to Claxton. Here's Wolf. It's stolen by Washington. And here's Russell. On the wing, Davis. He's guarded by Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. To end the drought. Davis misses.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
To the paint. Here's Claxton. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. The shot misses. Great D that time from Porter. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Saraf. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Russell. Washington left side. On the wing, Thompson. Up top, Marshall. Now here's Russell. On the wing, Davis. Washington outside. 6 to shoot. Marshall passes to Russell. Shoots over Saraf. Dallas no good that time either.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Pass to Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Wolf, guarded by Marshall. Here's Russell. On the wing, Davis. Shot clock at 5. To snap the cold streak. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Saraf. Porter with a screen on Russell. Martin outside. Out left to the wing. Saraf for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Washington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ooh, it's stolen away. He's all alone. And the finish on the break with the slam.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They lead by 1. Pass to Washington. The 3 from Thompson. Good! Another from 3.
And would you believe he's nearing 4th place for most three-pointers of all time?
Believe it. Not only does he have the talent, but he never stops working on a shot. Claxton with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Washington. Marshall passes to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Davis. Davis gets it done. What strength.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Martin outside. Here's Saraf, guarded by Russell. Saraf can't hit. The Mavericks lead by 6. Down low. Here's Davis. And it's in there. Davis has got 25 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Martin, following the score by Dallas. To the inside. Shot to stop the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
For Dallas, they've gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Outside Russell. Here's Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Porter. Nets trail by 6. Now Claxton. Here's Saraf. Thompson against Martin. Let's loose for 3. Washington with a rebound. Dallas leading by 6. Now Russell. On the wing, Davis. He's guarded by Claxton. From 17 feet out. Ooh, it misses.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. For Dallas, Flags checked in for Marshall. Christie comes in for Thompson, and Williams is subbed in for Russell. Here's Flag. Here's the pass to Williams. Here's Flag. Outside, Williams. Now Christie, just 5 to shoot. Williams outside. Fires away from outside. Rebounded by Porter.
I'm still a bit confused as to why he shot it from that distance.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Here's Dimon. Right side, Porter. Here's Dimon. Williams defending. Shot from 16. That misses.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
Here's Davis. Quick 2. Oh, net.
a relentless motor in clutch time, too. Davis always wants the ball in his hands.
Davis, no good on that free throw. And the Nets with possession here. 6-point game. Here's Porter. Claxton, a screen on Williams. Now Claxton, it's stolen by Washington, and they go to the intentional foul.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, P.J. Washington. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called, the Nets. There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they need to execute fast out of this break.
Here's Claxton. 24 seconds left in the game. From deep. Cleared away by Davis. You wonder if they could push this lead to double digits.
Ooh, with the way they're playing, there's no reason to think they can't.
So it's Dallas winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Anthony, it was a great team victory tonight. What satisfied you most about this win?
We just played hard. We just played for each other. The ball was moving, wasn't sticking, and guys made the right plays. And that's what we've been doing all night, all season, and I'm just glad we came out with the win.
Selfless basketball is a beautiful thing, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Anthony Davis.